DJ 745 for WorldofReggae.com, sitting aside a very peaceful revolutionary by the name of Kiddus I. Welcome to the viewers of WorldofReggae.com.
One love, blessed love, to the massive listening.
So we are here at Reggae Jam 2017. This is your first performance here at the festival on the third day, the Sunday. How's the performance from your perspective?
Well, the show, I like the place. I came here once already, right? It's not my first. But I came, the band we came, and we did one rehearsal with them. And it worked out, right? Yeah, not bad. Great. The audience seemed to like it, I think.
I was going to just add that I felt as though the audience really connected with the message within some of the work, the music that you were talking about, things like you were talking about, things like money, tuning into ourselves before, looking at the outside world. Do you think that the message is being received by the people out there?
Well, I'll tell you, right, if one person picks it, it's great. But if 50 pick it out of 1,000, that's wow. You know what I mean?
True.
And if it's more than that, then I give thanks, right? The others who mightn't have heard would have become, if they were listening or hearing, would be subliminally programmed also. So in continuation in time, it would start replaying itself, right? Because, we try to make word as true as possible, not going aside from that straight, whether you have to go with a curve on the straight to go straight. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's it mainly, right? We don't have any time. It's your words live. So if you're speaking to people, then you want to make sure that the words you say have meaning, Otherwise, going to theater. You know what I mean? Where you can play with and become a character who plays this or that. But if you, as a singer and an artist, or a painter in a sense, or a scientist, if you're gonna, you don't want to make something that is not gonna be a cure. If you want to make preventatives, wonderful. But I would love something that cures, or to prevent before you have to cure. So the mindset to help reprogram, deprogram the misinformation placed in the minds of the children growing up, so that even when they now become big people, their mind already is filled with misinformation, which is in the books, the visuals and the sounds you hear, which is confusing to an entity who comes into creation seeking to find the way. Your time here is not more than that, man, So you want the best directions possible on your journey.
Now, this current journey, which I know started for yourself more than 45 years ago, at the moment you've been touring across Europe, the Inner the Yard project, the Soul of Jamaica as well, which I know that you've been instrumental in for quite a few years. But this current project, I believe, was recorded in your studio, in your yard.
I wouldn't say it would be my studio, but it was recorded where I live in the mountains. Right. And because they brought the equipment in to do the recordings. But the Inner the Yard is something that myself and China Smith were the first two, because we went out on tour for the first maybe 4 or 5 times, and before anyone was added, just myself and him. And Marcus Sound's demise when it went down. So this rebirth, in a sense, is very positive, and we've been getting wonderful feedback from every show that we've done, right? And it's getting better and better. So the sky's the limit. Yeah, we're going to be doing a movie, a major documentary movie, featuring Ken Booth, Winston Macon of Cedric Myton, myself, and the involvement of some of the other young artists, you know. So this should be in November this year. So yeah, good things are in the coming, yes.
Cause it won't be too long now. It won't be too long till all of life's upbringings and wrong. So we'll be right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know that there's been a very big exhibition in Paris this year as well, which I know that you visited as well. What were your thoughts on that exhibition and how it's actually portraying some of the history of reggae music?
Yeah, we played there. Scratch played the day before too. Yeah, it was for me, some of the places, like I recognize some of the things, you know what I mean? It did give a feel of that past era that they presented, you know? Yeah.
Now, 1976, you're a young artist back then in a studio. I think it may have been Harry J's studio, recording a song, Graduation in Zion, and a producer walked in, and I believe that he heard and he was so taken by your performance that it then led to the inclusion of that footage on the great movie Rockers. What's your memories of that time?
Well, myself and Jack Ruby were working together at the time, and so that was one of, I think, 2 tracks which I did. And Ted Bafalouf, who was the director for the movie, came in scouting, you know, different people to make this movie. So when he came in and saw me actually singing the song, he was struck by it and asked me to not release it because they were doing this movie and they wanted to. So that was the start of it. And then later on, because another young lady who wasn't in it was a young lady called Fabian Miranda. Yeah, she should have played the lead, but then I don't remember what happened. But Rockers has done a lot of promotion and marketing. I'm trying to get some money now out of it. Yeah, because there are about 3 different people who are claiming my publishing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've gotta go settle some things. Hope I can get through with a British visa. The British haven't been treating us too nice.
Right.
Yeah, because in a day we went into the embassy for visas for Wormwood, because we should have played at Wormwood Friday night. And we paid extra money to get it on time, and we didn't receive it. We come up to France and we do the same thing over again and didn't get through. And every time you pay these monies, you know that they take it. So it seemed like it's, oh wow. Britain, clean up your act, man. Wow. We Jamaicans are colonials, you know. We're supposed to be British subjects, or were British subjects. And we just want to come in your country for a day or 2 and you're acting like this. And so much money. And at the same time, mashing up the business, because when a Bob Geldof has his festival and invites us to come play, and you refuse us? Why? I don't know, man. So, I am supposed to go up again, hopefully in August, so I might go up to England. But we'll see if they'll give us the visa. Lighten up, lighten up.
No, it's got to get done. I say, hey, my brothers, wherever you may be, come start living right. Be my strength, oh yeah, 'cause I've got needs to be free from this here captivity. Release the chains that bind me in the night.
Now, Aside from your own projects and the works that you've been putting out, which I know has been a lot in collaboration with Dub Store Records in Japan, you also, to me, seem like somebody who actually helps to nurture younger talents as well. So I know that you work with people like Scratchulous, Empress Reggae as well. How do you see your role in terms of nurturing some of these younger talents out there?
Well, it's always been a part of the extension, because the baton has to be changed, right? So even from ever coming, we're always helpful to any younger musicians and artists. Help to support in whatever way we could. Even if, as you notice, even with the Inner the Yard now, there's always inclusive young artists with us.
So we're talking to people like VAR, Pentatush and things.
Pentatush, Steve Newland. We had Matthew McAnuff, you have Kush McAnuff, you have Diraja, So these are young artists, and we'd have no problem with working with them and any other one. We have some more. We had Pompey Judah, we have a number of other artists, Israel Vibes, that we work with. Because, as I say, it's the music, and you can't separate from the youth or your youth. You have to keep and maintain that, even although you get to be the ancient or whatever, but you must recall. If you separate, then the branches not recognizing the roots. It's sick. Because the trunk now, or the body of the tree, right? Is everything that the branches become. So these branches now are the youngsters on the roots of the musical foundation, which is the elders in the business, right? And we glorifying the fact that some of them are growing into some beautiful fruits that the people are tasting and loving what they do, right? You know what I mean? It comes back to the roots still. And the root goes into the fruits. So it's that, you can't separate, man. You have to be in touch with that child in you. And as you grow, be aware through the experiences of life that be able to go around and come forward to where you are, but holding in touch that feeling of the stages of development of I and I, because it's how we go. We go every decade, so we keep being aware of it. If you separate, then it's not good, because you're cut off. You can't relate back to certain things. And that is where the separation, when that happens, the youths maybe go off course too rapid. I mean, the psyche is, as I said, bombarded with so much misinformation, right, that they have a problem to even go through that. But when you have to have problems with your peers at the same time, because we can't relate together, and yeah, man.
So overall, though, the impression that I get is that you feel as though the baton is being handed over to, some of these youngsters out there that have got the right focus, and I'm thinking of people like Micah Shamaya Diraja, Chinna Smith's daughter as well, Sister Janine. So overall, it looks like to me, it's like we've got a positive future for our music.
I would say so. I only hope that they can balance themselves on the waves, because the energies which on the waves of life don't get swell-headed, keep affixed, which is, as I was saying before, recalling the roots, the trunk and the fruits into oneness, right? Because when you start taking too much to self, right? Yeah, nah, you're an instrument, full joy, life. But don't become a demigod spirit in yourself, wherein you become disharmonious too, aggressive too, where yeah, it's just simplicity, man, simplicity and love, man.
Do you feel as though there are some, artists, out there that are perhaps maybe taking their role, maybe, more to an egoistical perspective right now?
It is a natural thing for mankind, and you know, possession tends to change the mindset if you're not fully aware. Some people are able to hold, but some people get captured and go off in a tangent, of course, and then become, it's mine, feel threatened, instead of opening up and knowing, hey, it's a wheel and we're all one individual, like a spark or a notch in the wheel. And let's just fall into place. God-given rights don't lack earthly pleasures. Enjoy life. Because I say, man, your moment in time is just gone. It's gone in just a flash. And you have to grow out of the flesh, be at one in the spirit with the heavens and yourself, and relate to life, live. You know? But when you take power to yourself and, you know, become a demigod, because you could be thinking of pushing a button, it's a nuclear button to destroy, well, or a missile. You could be thinking to go out and take how much life because you feel you have that power. When you walk outside of the door and on a banana peel you step on, and that banana peel skid your ass, poof in your head, lick on a piece of concrete or iron, and your blood is running away, your life is gone. And yet before you're this powerful almighty what? And that's a simple fucking banana, a skin, a piece of skin, sure, and if you don't die, are you lucky? Yeah. And yet, man, before that you had this demigod, this all-powerful individual. Man, one bullet, one proper knife stab, one stone, and you, one breath, and a virus comes in, and you, just like that. And this simple virus, you don't even see it.
True.
And you, this almighty, man, we take too much to ourselves, man, for the moment of time, man. Just full joy life and live harmoniously with Mama Earth. Become a husband man or a husband woman. Be a caretaker as a offspring of this. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes. She gives us everything. Take care of her, man. We drink her milk every day, in every form. Why pollute her? Why? It's a mad, mad world.
Kiddus I want to give thanks for you taking the time after this wonderful performance here at Reggae Jam. From all of the World of Reggae crew, we give thanks for your contribution to the music of Jamaica, and we hope that you continue to do this for years to come. One love.
Give thanks, my brother. Oh, where's my t-shirt, actually, of World of Reggae? I need one to promote.